a bit of economic sort of finance news around today, and I'm a bit keen to sort of get into some of these issues. Red tape. Now, I remember when Tony Abbott was elected back in 2013, Gideon, we had a huge focus on red tape. Indeed, the old department area of deregulation was moved into Prime Minister and Cabinet to send a really clear signal that we wanted to get government off the back of business, particularly small business. And Josh Frydenberg was then Tony Abbott's junior minister, and he'd wander into the parliament twice a year for a couple of years there, repealing redundant legislation. Malcolm Turnbull came along. It all ground to a halt, but it seems it's back in vogue.
Correct. It is so good to see this program get off the ground again. Red tape costs the Australian economy $176 billion every year, according to IPA research. That's $176 billion worth of businesses not started, of jobs not created, of material wealth and prosperity and living standards not enjoyed. We are drowning in ineffective rules, and you only have to look to the experience in the US, for example, where Donald Trump has eliminated 22 regulations for every one put in, or British Columbia, that had a red tape reduction program and went from one of the worst performing provinces in Canada to the best, simply off the back of red tape reduction, to show how this will turbocharge the economy.
So, Nick, this would be a bit hard for you to take because you're a big government sort of guy, right? Labor guys love government reaching to every sort of part of your lives, but this is what a coalition government's all about.
Peter, I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept that cartoonish depiction of me. I'm actually for regulation which is fit for purpose. And I don't support us having any red tape that we don't need, but I also acknowledge that red tape or regulations is what keeps our water clean, which makes sure that we eat food which is safe to consume, which keeps emission levels from our cars at levels which are safe for motorists and pedestrians. I mean, this idea that red tape is in some way the death of the economy is just not true. In many ways, in fact, red tape is what gives us our civilisation. Now, I don't want one extra bit of red tape that is not needed, but the more sensible way of approaching this is to say, let's have regulation that is fit for purpose, and let's not go on some ideological jihad against all forms of regulation, because that's what gives us our civilisation.